Hey guys, welcome back to the TohirT channel. Tahir is here. I hope you had a fantastic week. Today we're back at it. We're talking about the traits, the experiences, the things that we can learn from people around us. And in today's video we're talking about the freshly crowned two-time world champion in NBA and two-time finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard. When you look across the board through NBA, among the top 10 players, it's impossible to find someone like Kawhi. Mr. Leonard has very interesting demeanor that makes him a unique personality, and a case that I'm making today, there are a few things we can learn from him. Let's do this.
Is this the dagger?
Now, to set the stage and caught up anyone who is not actively watching NBA or basketball in general, Kawhi Leonard joined NBA League in 2011-2012 season. He started with the San Antonio Spurs, a team back in Texas, and that was the team with which he won his first championship and his first finals MVP. And last year, he moved to Ontario, to Toronto in Canada, where again, as recently as last week, he won his second championship and second finals MVP. That's it, done. Consider yourself caught up. I'm not a sports analyst. I'm not gonna throw factoids and different stats your way about basketball. I am impressed with his athletic achievements, but I'm more fascinated with his stoic outlook on life, his relationship with media, and what I think are a few life philosophies that I completely share, and now I want to share them with you as well.
Is this the dagger?
Even if you're following basketball, did you know Kawhi has 4 sisters, or that his cousin is a professional football player, or that he has 2 kids? This is the kind of thing that impresses me about him. He has zero to none social media presence. In a world where we're glued to our phones or glued to our desktops, we're constantly following different athletes and celebrities. They are constantly trying to impose themselves through various sources of media. Kawhi just stays out of it. It feels strange, doesn't it? When you used to seeing someone like Rock or maybe someone like LeBron James who are constantly on social media, constantly throwing different things your way. This guy, we know nothing about him. I remember the days of the inception of social media when we used to complain about how people are constantly oversharing the information about their personal life, and here I am saying that now it feels weird that people don't. Change of times, huh? Well, at least Kawhi doesn't discriminate regular vanilla media either. He went multiple times on record expressing his opinion and how he feels about the interview process and the media attention that he gets as a top player in the sport. Compare Kawhi's body language throughout the next 2 clips. In the first one, he is at the press conference after one of the games.
I'm out here playing to have fun and trying to be the best player I could be.
Versus a clip that went viral after they secured their championship last week, where Kawhi walks over and starts chatting with one of his teammates, Kyle Lowry. Look at the energy and look at the way they interact with each other.
Is the book going to come out in what,
Nope.
15, 20 years?
Nope.
Right?
All you gotta know is that's the MVP right there, and we world champs.
Right? Okay.
Between us.
Did you know the difference? I think it's pretty obvious. Why is he this way? Well, I have a theory.
Is this the dagger?
From everything that I've seen, Kawhi's behavior in front of the cameras and his attitude towards media are stemming out of 2 things that I want us to learn for ourselves: remaining focused and remaining grounded. Starting with the focus. In one of the recent interviews that Kawhi gave after winning one of the toughest games in their season, in their finals, against one of the strongest teams across the entire league, he expressed his opinion about how it's not about the entire season, it's not even about a single game, it's about that moment-to-moment focus that you have to retain in order to achieve what you're striving for.
It's not about what happened or what's going to happen. You have to stay in that moment.
I can see someone making an argument that this approach ignores the bigger picture. But what is the bigger picture? Is it your weekly goal, monthly goal, goal of the year, lifetime goal? All of them are equally important, but neither are possible without consistent execution. For example, your goal is to become creme de la creme of the architectural world. Awesome, we know where you're driving, we know what you're striving for, but you will not achieve that goal by just sitting there and dreaming about the big picture. Instead, you have to focus on all of those incremental smaller steps. You need to learn how to draw, you'll need to learn physics, you need to learn how materials behave, on and on and on. You have to consistently execute on every single step in order to claim that architect title. I'd argue that big picture is important, but important as a guiding star, as this like general goal, general direction where you're headed, yet the path that you will take will vary from what you're expecting. You have to remain nimble. You have to work through those smaller challenges on your way, and I can fully recognize the fear of losing the general direction of where you're heading. This is when it's important to, yes, zoom out, look at the bigger picture, see if you're still within the scope of what you're trying to achieve, zoom back in, and continue executing.
Is this the dagger?
Okay, if the prior part became a little bit too abstract, let's use the following visual. Remember those days when we did not have navigation on our phone? Those old days when we used to have a map? Well, our way would be to know location directionally and find our way through the intertwining streets. The tall building, for example, that you're trying to reach, that's your lifetime goal. You finding your way through the intertwining streets is your consistent execution on smaller steps. And my argument is, you will not go far by just looking up. Now, when you reach that goal, what do? Do you celebrate? Maybe. Do you rest on your laurels? Absolutely not. You have to remain grounded. And this is our second lesson from Kawhi. When you think about Leonard, when you think about what he has achieved together with Toronto Raptors, he owns that city. He can go anywhere, eat for free, drink for free, stay for free, probably get majority of things for free. They love him there, yet you do not get the vibe from him that Leonard will just go and ride that train and enjoy the rest of his life. The Claw is happy for his city, he's happy for his team, yet you know he's just gonna go home, rest, enjoy time with his kids, and then it's a next practice, next preparation, next season, and next championship. Here's an ecstatic Kawhi Leonard talking after winning yet another game against Golden State Warriors, who are undoubtedly one of the strongest teams to ever play this game.
I don't play hero basketball. I'm not playing for, fans or, I'm just playing to win.
Ice in the veins. I love that attitude. I know that he loves the sport. I appreciate my occupation, that I relate how in the midst of that moment when you win, when you achieved something, you know that this is the worst time to celebrate. And the life will not pause and wait for you to pop another bottle of the bubbly. Otherwise, while you're resting, all those who fell behind you, all those who lost to you, they're working hard. They're continuously improving. They're trying to catch up with you. And no, this should not give you an anxiety. You achieved the top once. You've reached a particular milestone in your life, in your activity, so you can do it again. You can improve again. All it takes is keeping your head down, continuously improving, and as I said in the prior step, executing on those smaller steps. Art, business, sport, same rule applies. Lavish parties, continuous, full of yourself attitude is for someone who only wants to win once. To make winning a habit, you have to keep your head down, you have to remain humble and grounded and continuously work on yourself, improving yourself, keep striving for that next height, next step, next execution and challenge. Remember what you're doing this for, and know that no matter how big or complex the goal may seem, all it is are small incremental steps that you need to continuously execute, and you need focus for that, and you need to remain grounded as you get higher and higher on that ladder of success. And after all, you'll party, you'll rest. Isn't that what the retirement is for?
And what happened next was a total disgrace.
Do you agree that focused and grounded attitude are a great combination? What are other traits that can complement that package? And how are you planning to implement some of the things that you've learned in this video? Let us know and share your ideas and thoughts in the section below. And that is all that I have for you guys this week. Sufficient to say, I'm happy for Toronto, I am happy for Kawhi and the fact that his hard work paid off, and I thank him for teaching us a few lessons. And when it comes to you, don't stress about exactly finding a way to apply everything that you've learned in this video or throughout this channel. You will find your way. You just have to pick those small bits and pieces like smaller puzzle items, see what fits with your personality, see what fits with your story, and you will find your path. Thank you very much guys for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and check out the videos in the backlog. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for stopping by. As always, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this video, and I will see you all next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern, on this very channel. As a closing thought, I don't know if you knew, but NBA champions, the team, the individuals, instead of medals, they get the rings. Here are some of the examples of the prior championship rings. And well, since this is Toronto's first ever ring, they're trying to come up with interesting designs. And I think this is the fan-made design. This thing looks sick. Look at the claws. I mean, I want Toronto to do this. I'm not even a fan. I'm Lakers fan, yet I want to see that ring to happen. I want to physically see someone like Leonard, Lowry, Green, Pascal, anyone putting that on their finger as they celebrate the beginning of the next season. That's it. Toronto, do this. For the rest of you, I'll see you in the next one. Peace!